Hello everyone, welcome to our new lesson. Today we're going to continue our for loops using in the Python language. So let's get it started. So today we're going to discuss and actually try to apply for loops in order to solve a couple of problems. And at the same time we'll present a couple of examples using for loops. Okay, so let's go on. So what is a for loop? We actually have already done this, but actually let's go a bit deeper into the understanding of the for loops. For loop in the Python is mostly used to iterate over the sequence or other iterable objects. So basically it iterates and repeats the action, and it's iterating over a sequence. It's called the traversal. I think you already see the tree. So the meaning of the traversal is actually the tree, which is represented in this scheme as well. Okay, let's move on and solve a couple of problems, but before we may also understand the loops from this flowchart as well. So basically one item or sequence, for example coming, is kind of input, and for example a last item reaches, we are giving some kind of range or some operation which we want to end at, and if the last item has reached it actually exit the loop. If it's not reached, it actually go to the body of for and repeats the action until the last item. Okay, so how to actually understand it in our examples. The first example, do the countdown starting from 10 to 1. So we have done previously the countdown from starting from 1, but we just want to decrease the countdown from 10 to 1. So how to do that? In order to do that, we just open our Python and write down the for I in range. So basically here we are starting from 10. So basically the first number is the initial point. The second is where we want to finish it up. So we are trying to finish it until the 1. But since we don't have how to say, the countdown starts from the 0 and it ends up with the 0, which actually adds the one more number, and we type down the -1 because we want to subtract one number from the initial number, and it actually 10 times subtracts from the initial number until the 0, but it doesn't reach the 0 here. And then we for loop for val, for example value in numbers. So basically we are adding the value to our numbers. We have to try sum is equal to sum added to value. Okay, and then lastly we just, because we want to add, type down the counter sum is right, print sum of 1, the sum of 1 until %d, and sum. I think it is correct here. Okay, let's launch this program. What kind of problems we have? Okay, for example, let's here we have some kind of results here. Input of 100 will give a result of 5050. So let's give an input of 100. So there is an error. So the Python couldn't understand the line 4. So we understand that in the line 4 we have some kind of problems. It doesn't recognize the I value because we haven't specified I before. Let's check it out. In the false line we have I, but here we actually use the counter words in order instead of the I, so therefore it doesn't understand what the I means. So in order to solve that, we may just swap I with the counter word, or we also can swap counter word with the I as well. It doesn't matter, it works with both sides. So let's just type down here counter and then launch our program again. 100, let's specify 100, but we have the wrong value because we should have had 5050. Now we have 4851. What's the problem then? So here we actually understand that the range is actually wrong here. Why? Because we are starting from the initial point of 1. We are just subtracting one number, while we have to add one number. So we just substituting the minus with the plus, and let's check it out whether if our program is correct. Okay, again 100. Voila, we have 5050 in our sum list. Okay, so we have done well today. Thank you very much. We have also terminology for today's lesson. It's the first divisor, the bölgüç, deleter, controller, тексеруші контролер, head, тиынның сыртқы беті орел, circuit, тізбек, цель, independence, тәуелсіздік, независимость, ascending, өсу, восходящий, ancestor, арғы ата предок, particularly, атап айтқанда в частности, LED, жарық диод индикатор, светодиод, independent, тәуелсіз, независимый. Okay, so for the home task we have also the positive numbers. Print all positive divisors from x from 1 to itself in ascending order. We have the input numbers as a natural number of x, and we have the output, all positive divisors. Okay, I hope you can solve this problem without any consequences, without any problems, complications. And the second one is almost the same, positive, negative, or 0. You have n amount of numbers, define which of the n numbers are 0, positive or negative numbers. So we have input numbers, and then you have an output. Okay, thank you very much guys for our lesson. Have a good day. Goodbye.